My name's Louise and welcome to Cosy CAS. Today we're going to be making over 3 new spy friends for Jane. Well, 2 actually, because I've already made over one of the spy friends and I forgot to record. So today we'll be making over the other 2, and I had some fun making their names. They're sort of like punny. So the sim I made over, her name is Misty Waters. She's a young adult. She's active, adventurous, and a goofball. I had so much fun making her over, and I'll show you her at the end of this video. The first sim we're going to be making over is called Nancy Drew. I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched any Nancy Drew movies or TV shows. I don't know what they are, honestly. So I don't know what Nancy Drew is actually supposed to look like. I think they're books as well. I haven't read them. They're like known for wanting to solve mysteries and stuff. I know that much. I hope I'm getting that right anyway. But anyway, so I wanted to name one of the secret agents Nancy Drew, and I just made her over how I wanted to. I didn't go by any description or anything that I looked up for her. I wanted to give her a sort of academia sort of look. I hope I achieved that in the looks I ended up giving her. The way I work when I'm making over a sim is I normally go through loads of hairstyles, see which ones suit them best, and then, especially if it's a girl with longer hair, I will pick out their athletic sort of hair because I like them to tie their hair back. And if they usually have their hair up, then I will choose a hair that they can wear down for when they're sleeping. So it depends what sort of look I'm going for, but I usually start by sorting out the hairstyles and then going from there. Then I usually have a look at their body type and what I sort of am aiming for in regards to that. I thought that being a secret agent, I thought all of them needed to be fit in some sort of way. So quite skinny, but also muscular. Because I was thinking they would be working out a lot and obviously going on missions. After that, I usually then go in and adjust their face so they don't all look the same, because I feel like The Sims has an issue with a lot of Sims having like same face syndrome. So I try and make them look as different as possible. I like playing about with that sort of mechanic in CAS. Sometimes I will do the aspirations first as well. Other times I'll leave it until the end. But this time I sort of knew what I wanted for Nancy. So she's nosy, adventurous, and a bookworm. What I've recently been doing when I've been making over Sims recently as well is give them a style of clothes that they like, because I never use that feature and I just dress them in whatever. But I feel like that's more of a challenge if I give them a style that they particularly like and then I have to find clothes that I want them to wear in the colors that they like as well. So I choose their favorite colors and their sort of aesthetic, and then I sort of go from there. Although I will say that the game doesn't have every item tagged correctly, because we'll see this when we go on to the other secret agent called Cliff. I wanted to give him the new t-shirt that's sort of rolled up that we got in a base game update. And I couldn't find it under basics. I always say that my Sims like basic clothing because I feel like maybe not everyone likes basic clothing, but like in my mind, basics is like socks and stuff like that, and just like a normal t-shirt, which is very versatile. So I always say they like basics, and I think basics has the most tagged items as well. So it's just easier when I'm going through the options. But I couldn't find that t-shirt under the basics category or anything. So I know the most recent clothes either don't have tags or are tagged incorrectly. So that is quite annoying, but it's fine. I worked through it. But now I'm just having a look at a second everyday wear for Nancy. One thing that you guys should probably know about me is that if I like a sim and how they look, I will give them multiple outfits because I'm obsessed with their look. Nancy probably ranks third out of all three of the secret agents, only because I found her aesthetic, like academia, quite hard in The Sims. So I didn't give her as many outfits as Misty. Misty is my absolute favorite. And then Cliff is in the middle. So he's second. What I also do is ever since Love Struck came out, I also give them romantic preferences as well. I normally randomize them, but then depending on their traits, sometimes I tweak them. I don't think it was part of the secret agent friends, but I think I was making over a townie in my Life's a Peach save, and someone was active, and I think a child of the ocean or something. Basically, they really liked the outdoors and they wanted a partner that didn't like the outdoors. And I was like, but you're so active. Like, you're probably going to have a career that lets you stay outside, like a conservationist or something. Obviously, that does happen in real life where opposites attract. But for them, I just didn't think it made sense. So I changed it to they have to like nature because in my mind, that sim was going to spend a lot of time in nature. We're coming on to cold weather wear now, and for all of the secret agents, I gave them a sort of ski, snowboarding look and also a normal sort of winter wear look because I think I made most of them like either skiing or snowboarding or both. But also, I was thinking about them going on missions where it's probably a cold country. So I wanted to do that and also give them just a normal cold weather wear as well. After I finish making a sim over, I then move on to their accessories and makeup. Now, I don't put a lot of makeup on my Sims, and I keep forgetting to put makeup on Jane from my Life's a Peach challenge because I don't wear makeup. Like when I was in my early 20s, I would sometimes wear makeup, but it was very natural looking. So it was very light. So I don't really have the skill to put makeup on anyone. Even myself, from what I can remember, I used to put foundation on, some concealer, some blush, and I think that was it. Like when I was a teenager, I sort of dabbled in eyeshadow, but that went out the window pretty quickly. So I am trying my best to branch out of my comfort zone and give more Sims makeup options and stuff like that. I don't know if I did them justice, honestly, but I hope I did. I'm probably gonna put some makeup on Jane, but I don't think she'll wear makeup for most of her everyday wear. And I was stressing about making different shades of like lipstick and eyeshadows. I found that really tedious because I knew what I wanted, but the game sometimes wasn't playing ball with me. And I was like, why is it not giving me like a blue eyeshadow or whatever? I do usually, if I am going to put makeup on a sim, I usually put lipstick or lip gloss on them. So I'm more accustomed to tweaking with those shades. So that was a bit easier. But the eyeshadow one took me so long. I did cut out most of my indecisiveness and sort of playing about with clothing options and makeup options just because this video was over 5 hours long. And then obviously it's been edited down to, I think it's about 35 minutes now. So yeah. Obviously, I have sped it up as well. Hopefully, it's not too jarring. I did speed it up to the exact same speed as my speed build. Obviously, CAS, it is moving a lot quicker because I moved a lot quicker doing the CAS. So I hope it's not too jarring for you. Please let me know if you did find it a bit too fast, and then I'll change future CAS videos for you. I'm thinking of calling this sort of playlist Cosy CAS Creations Videos for this series won't be as frequent as Life's a Peach, but I do enjoy making over Sims, as you can tell. So I'll record that process every now and then, but it definitely won't be as frequent as Life's a Peach. I am trying not to make over every single townie in the Life's a Peach world, but I love playing with live mode or live mode, however you say it. That's my favorite thing to do. My second favorite is probably CAS because I like making over Sims and giving them a story and an ambition and sort of seeing them grow over time. My third favorite is probably building because I haven't built a lot in the game. I have practiced a little bit and I can definitely see I've made progress with it, but it's definitely my least favorite thing to do. I find it quite tedious because I think there's just so many options and most of them don't even match each other. Like the wood swatches from like the earlier packs don't match the newest wood swatches and I just find it annoying. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like CAS and live mode is so much easier. But anyway, we're on to Nancy's wedding dress now. And normally, when I give them an aesthetic, the wedding dresses or the wedding suits don't come up with that particular style of clothing. So I normally get rid of the clothing tags and then I choose what I think would look best on them. And I really like this sort of Belle vibe that it gave. I wasn't really going for Belle, but I went through quite a few options. And when I saw this dress on her, I was like, yes, this is the one. So yeah, we ended up with that one in the end. We're coming on to Cliff Foggers now. So he is a loner, a foodie, and loves the outdoors. I also played through this group on a different save file and I gave them skills, and Cliff actually has completed the secret grilled cheese aspiration. So in my mind, he loves to cook, he loves experimenting with food, and he wants to be like a chef, but he basically his love language is feeding people and watching people enjoy his food. So he really likes being a secret agent. He's the eldest of all three secret agents, but he enjoys his time off from that job and he loves cooking in his spare time. And who knows? I mean, if you play him, you could quit the secret agent career and go into cooking. That could be something that he does, like maybe a midlife crisis will make him like think about his life choices and he wants something a bit more mellow. So yeah, I can definitely see that for him. With their names, like I said, they're sort of punny. So I was thinking a foggy cliff, which is Cliff Foggers, and misty waters, like a river or like a body of water. That's probably my favorite name that I came up with. And then obviously Nancy Drew, because I was thinking about giving her another name, but then I couldn't really think of anything else I really wanted at the time. It was late at night when I was thinking about these names, so I didn't give it too much thought. But yeah, I thought Nancy Drew. I was like, yeah, I think that just sort of goes with the character that I wanted to make anyway. But anyway, as I was saying about the townies, I have been making over their children because I want my game to look good, but also I've always done that. Like I played the Not So Berry challenge. I still haven't finished it, but I did get bored, honestly, because I was just so meticulous in that save. Like, I'm trying to let go of my control over the world. I really am with Life's a Peach because in my Not So Berry save, I've just started Orange Gen. And throughout that series, literally from Gen 1, I married off townies, I gave them children, I redressed them when they aged up, and then I married them off to each other. Because in my mind, like, the Sims can only go so far with how much your Sim is related to someone. So I think it goes up to, I don't even think it goes up to cousins. It might. No, it does. So it goes up to cousins, but it doesn't go further than that. So I wanted to make sure no one married into their family. And that took so long. I remember pausing my Not So Berry save, like pausing aging to do all of this throughout the whole time I was playing. I think I did it like twice, maybe three times a generation. And I think that's why I lost interest in it, because I was so meticulous with the whole thing. I just couldn't continue with it. And I'd got so far, like literally halfway through the challenge doing all this. It didn't feel right to just let it go. So I'm trying not to do that with Life's a Peach. And what I'll do instead is, I don't care what townies do. Maybe I will still continue to make over their children, because I still want my game to look attractive. But I'm going to try not to marry townies off and keep a tab on who's related to who. I'm just going to let them be, and the Doe family will just marry Sims that I make or you guys make. So that is my plan. If you do want to upload any Sims to the gallery for me to have a look at, please use the hashtag PeachyLife. And if you want me to use your Sims in my gameplay, then please use the hashtag CozyLap as well. So I know that those are the Sims that you want me to have a look at and potentially add to the game. I obviously can't promise that I'll add all of them, but I will definitely have a look at that in the future. We're coming on to the nightwear now for Cliff, and I was dabbling with something a bit quirky, but then I thought, no, he doesn't give that vibe to me. So in the end, I sort of just gave him some nice green shorts, silky shorts from the Love Strap pack, which I thought suited him quite nicely. I had the same situation with the swimwear as well. I was going to give him the gnomes trunks, but then I thought, no, he doesn't give off that vibe. He is just a bit stoic, a bit introverted, and obviously one of his traits is the loner trait. So I don't know, he just didn't give off a sort of quirky vibe to me. So I just kept that plain as well, with some green trunks that came in the swimwear kit that I can't remember the name of. There's too many kits. There's 2 creator kits coming out maybe next week. They haven't been announced yet, but I would presume it's either next week or the week after. And I'm really looking forward to those kits, because I've made a small flat in the eco living. I think that's what it's called. The eco living world. I can't remember the name of it, honestly. And I've also made over Johnny Zest. And I want to give Johnny Zest a wife with the CAS Creator Kit. So those will be uploaded when the kits drop. It will probably be the week after, because I still need to obviously make the bathroom in the flat and edit the speed build. I haven't done that yet. And I need to make Johnny Zest's wife and then edit that CAS video down as well. So it will probably be the week after, or I might split them. So I'm gonna do Johnny Zest's wife first, because as I said before, I definitely prefer CAS to building. So I'll release, I think it's called the Sweet Allure Creator Kit. So I'll release that first. It'll probably be the week after the kit comes out. And then the week after that will be the speed build. I'll try my best anyway. We're coming on to choosing a tattoo for Cliff now. And I knew I wanted to give him a tattoo. I just wasn't sure what type of tattoo. And I have got the businesses and hobbies expansion pack, but I haven't downloaded it yet because I want to use it in my second gen. So I'm trying to put that off for now, because I don't want the townies to pass away before I'm even on the second gen. So that's why I haven't downloaded it yet. But I think the tattoo that I picked for him was actually quite a nice one that he would pick himself. I also gave Nancy a sort of swallow tattoo on her back. So I like that as well. Now I'm just going through and adding trousers to the outfits I picked. I normally don't add the clothing tags to the trousers, because I feel trousers, yes, they do have an aesthetic to them, but because I've chosen the tops in their chosen aesthetic, I just don't see a reason to do their trousers as well, because that would just make things even harder for myself. And I think trousers are trousers, you know. I think I could get away with doing sort of any sort of trouser, as long as I've got like the top as what the aesthetic they prefer. I made these secret agents a couple of weeks ago, and they are in my Life's a Peach save game now. I have just filmed episode 3. It is so dramatic. Like, it's gonna be probably really long, and I do apologize for that if that's not really your thing, but I just had to make it long. I haven't edited it yet, so I don't know how long it will be, but it's definitely probably going to be longer than the others because I could have left it on a cliffhanger, but I hadn't finished all my objectives and I'm a perfectionist, so I wanted to finish my objectives first before I ended the video. But that should be released on the third Friday of this month. I did want to try and make 2 episodes this month, but because the kits are coming out, there's so much editing to do and even videos to film that I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to put out 2 videos this month. I should be able to put out 2 videos next month. I know 3 kits are coming out in May, but I've got a plan where I'm probably going to be making over Agnes Crumplebottom and her cousin for the Elder CAS kit. I think it's a CAS kit anyway. From the teaser we had, it looks like clothes. So I'll be making them over for that kit. And the other 2, it was like a garage kit and a kitchen clutter kit. So I think I'm going to make a starter home or a small home and just combine those 2 kits together. So I should be able to release 2 episodes in May. Obviously, I can't promise, but I'll do my best. But as I was saying about episode 3, Jane has met the secret agents and they had a few outings together. I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say they have met. I did make another secret agent before I made these called John Smith. And John, he gives off golden retriever energy. So I had to give him a golden retriever, obviously. And I'm thinking I want him to get with Melody. So we'll see if that happens. I know I just said that I'm not going to bother marrying off the townies and whatever, but Melody is Jane's friend. So I feel like it's in my best interest to make sure that she is happy. But yeah, if my Sims have friends that I feel quite attached to, I will probably marry them off. But I'm not going to do every single townie because that's just going to burn me out. And I want to finish this challenge. I want to finish Life's a Peach because it's my challenge. And when I think about it, it's probably more of a storytelling tool than a challenge, which I've only really realized in the last couple of weeks because you do spin the wheel to make some decisions. So that helps with the storytelling of it all. But also, the only challenge is that you either play for 10 generations or until you have a total household fund of 1 million simoleons, which I don't think is very hard, but I mean, we'll see. I'm just going to play until I hit one of those targets, I think. It would be nice to play 10 generations because I haven't managed to play 10 generations in The Sims before, but we'll see what comes first and what happened and how I feel at that time. But this is the shirt I was talking to you guys about earlier in the video where it wasn't under any tags. So I had to remove all the tags and find it that way. But I love this color on Cliff. So I just had to give it to him. And I really liked it with the green jeans. So I was happy with that outfit, especially. Once I finish dressing Cliff, I will be adding a scar. And I honestly felt so bad doing this because his face is just beautiful. But because he's older than the other 2 secret agents, I wanted him to look a little bit more rugged, like he'd been through the agency the longest and had the most sort of tussles. So I did go through a few scars and I did end up with just one across his eyebrow. And I still think he's handsome. So I think it looks fine. And it gives him some personality as well. I never put scars on my Sims. And yeah, it was interesting to sort of experiment with that. Lastly, I'm just going to give him a ring, and then I will show you all of the secret agents, including Misty. And here are the 3 secret agents that I made over for Life's a Peach. This is Cliff, who you saw me make over last, and here's Nancy, who you saw me edit first. And last but certainly not least, my favourite of them all is Misty Waters, who I absolutely adore. She is just gorgeous, stunning perfection. And I gave her a bunch of outfits, like I told you earlier in the speed CAS, for lack of a better word to use. If I give a sim multiple outfits, that means that I absolutely adore their look and their aesthetic, and just I just love them basically. So this is her first everyday wear. She likes black, green, and I think yellow. Hold on. Black, brown, green, and white. Sorry. For some reason I thought she liked yellow, but anyway. So this is her second everyday wear, her third, her fourth, and her fifth. She has 2 formal wears, which I always normally give Sims anyway, because I like to give them a sort of wedding outfit, and I like to give them another formal wear in case they attend weddings. I don't really give them several or even 2 athletic wears unless I know that they're definitely going to be doing a lot of like wellness and fitness and all that sort of stuff. But this is her sleepwear, and it's just so cute. I love her bonnet. I just love her pajamas. Just she's just she's just gorgeous. I'm sorry. She is the youngest of the secret agents, so I pictured her as like really bubbly and outgoing and a little bit quirky, which is why I gave her like the little hamsters on the on the pajamas. But yeah, she's just so gorgeous. 2 party wears as well. And did I give her 2 swimwears? No, I didn't give her 2 swimwears. I gave her 2 hot weather outfits though. I gave her one with shorts and one with a dress. And I did give her 2 cold weather wears because, as I said previously in the speed cast, I was imagining them going on missions, skiing, snowboarding, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I absolutely adore her look. And I mentioned this as well while I was making over Nancy and Cliff, but when a sim usually wears their hair up during most of their outfits, I like to give them a hairstyle that looks like their hair but worn down. So if you take Misty's bonnet off, you will see that she has her beautiful black locks underneath, which I thought was a really nice touch. I'll quickly go through the others' outfits because I know it went by super fast. So just in case you are curious about what I gave them, I'll go through Nancy first. So this is her first everyday wear, her second everyday wear, her third everyday wear. And yes, I know she isn't wearing glasses on her second everyday wear. I imagine Nancy sometimes wears contacts, especially if she's like on a mission. I don't think she'll want to worry about losing her glasses. I wear glasses, and yeah, they have been stretched from me just wearing headphones over them. I don't even know how that works, but I know that can happen. So I wanted her to wear contacts sometimes and just show off her beautiful face. And yeah, I really do like her look as well. But we just don't have that many sort of academic aesthetic like clothes in the game, which is a shame. We don't have a lot of other aesthetics either, but I I think we need more base game updates like the one that we recently just had, because this is going off topic for a bit, but I am using those new kitchen counters so much now, and I can't believe their base game. Like, they are just perfection. I love them so much. And I've actually been making a house for these guys in Brindleton Bay. And I'm sort of building it like Cliff, because he's the eldest, he owns the townhouses which they're staying in, and he just lets them live there for free, or maybe he charges rent, I don't know. But I am currently building that now. I'm going to be showing Cliffside of the townhouses in episode 4, which I am currently recording at the moment. But the others probably won't be done until much later, because I have a lot of videos that I am planning at the moment, and it takes a really long time to edit them. So I will try my best to finish those townhouses as soon as possible, and then I'll put them on my gallery. And the gallery, for some reason, doesn't like one of the secret agents' names. I don't know why, because I can't see anything offensive about them. I've tried breaking the names up. So Cliff, I put C Liff, and Foggers, I put F Oggers. But yeah, it didn't like the names that way either. So I'm gonna have to try and find out what's going on. I'm hoping it's just like a gallery issue and I can upload them at a later date. But at the moment, I can't upload these guys to the gallery. So please be patient with me. I am trying to figure that out, and hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. Just if I need to change their names, I will put their names in the description so you can just put them back in. But that is all of the secret agents. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to download any of my creations, my gallery ID is just Cosy CAS. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until next time, take care of yourselves and thanks for watching. Bye!